Hi guys, Wes Streeting appeared on the Trevor Phillips show where he got a bit of a grilling on the changes to the winter fuel allowance which will be voted on in a few days' time. The host brought up the fact that the House of Lords Scrutiny Committee said that there was no requirement on the government to get this through Parliament so quickly. Streeting responded by saying that the Tories had left the public finances in a mess and that it was good governance to make difficult decisions. Now, I'm not as intelligent as Keir Starmer or Wes Streeting, so perhaps they're playing a political game that I don't understand, but this seems like a really bad move. Have a listen.
You are making a choice. You're making a huge big deal about this. You are in a big hurry about it. The House of Lords Scrutiny Committee said this week, there's no need to rush this measure through at the pace you're doing. And actually, it's not giving them the chance to scrutinise it properly. And I wonder if the truth here is this is not economics at all. It's politics. You want to make it sound like you're making a terribly tough choice when this isn't, in fact, the most tough choice you've got to face.
I think it is a tough choice, and we've had plenty of political criticism for it, I think, which demonstrates the political pain of it. I'm not remotely happy about it, and I'm not remotely happy about having to say to some of my constituents, I'm sorry that I'm going into work this week to vote for something that will take money away from you. And you're right to put it in the wider context of the fact we're protecting the triple lot, the fact that the state pension will continue to rise, that's been above inflation pay increases, there is still free prescriptions, free eye tests and other targeted support available. You're right to point out all of those things, but it is also important to say to people why, when you're taking something away, why that choice is necessary. And I think there are lots of people out there, actually particularly pensioners, who've seen governments come and go and have seen what happens when politicians duck the difficult decisions, who, even if they don't agree with this choice, I hope will take some reassurance that this isn't a government that ducks difficult decisions or pretend you can spend money you don't have, or pretends that the stability of the public finances is not an essential ingredient to the future growth, prosperity and success of our country.
Okay, so I just want to respond to a few of the points that he made here, but generally, I've been trying to rack my brain to understand why would you make a decision like this? Now, the Tories have attacked Labour for throwing pensioners under a bus, but as he pointed out here, they're not touching the triple lock, so this has nothing really to do with pensioners. I think there are a number of reasons why they're making this decision. So they want to show that they're willing to make difficult choices because more are on the way in the medium term. Spend the first year making political difficult choices so later on in Parliament you can make easier ones. Because Keir Starmer has a massive majority at the moment. He wants to use that majority as efficiently as he can. So if he has to push through difficult choices, and this, look, is not a difficult choice, but it's maybe setting the ground for more difficult ones coming along in the medium term, in the short term and medium term. So he has a massive majority at the moment. He doesn't want to lose that, and he's not going to lose it through losing seats to the Tories. He's going to lose it as in factions will form within the party that will demand concessions. So he wants to avoid that as soon as possible politically. He wants to test also his control of the party. So this is going to potentially face a rebellion, and this is a good way of testing how big the rebellion will be. The MPs have been told if they vote against this, they will lose the whip. Some will abstain. So this is going to be a test to see how many MPs abstain, how many MPs will actually vote against it, and how big the majority will remain. So this is perhaps a test for the political party in Parliament. Now, the choice was forced upon the government by the Tories. This is the narrative that Labour continually use. And I think this, once again, reinforces that point. We're on the side of pensioners, we're maintaining the triple lock, but we have to impose this cut, or we have to change this allowance because of what the Tories left behind them. Is this true? Well, yes and no, but we're talking politics here. And I also believe that, sadly, this issue will be forgotten about within a week. So we'll be probably talking about something else this time next Sunday. So Starmer, Wes Streeting, the others in the government know this. This is going to be a hot issue for a few days, for a few weeks, and then as soon as the vote takes place in Parliament, we'll move on to something else. So once again, this is a political decision. It could be used as a tool to test the waters for future cuts in the future. It could be internal Labour Party politics, testing rebellions, stuff like this. Or it could be a tool to use against the Tories, saying, look, we have to punish pensioners because of what you left behind. Let me know in the comment section, guys, what you think. As always, your comments are greatly appreciated. Thanks a lot.